So today what I've done is I've taken like all the top players in the league, I would say a majority of the starters in the league. I've gone from 80 overall and above, and I've put them in the free agency pool, and we're going to see what happens. We're also going to open up the budget so that any team can sign anybody, and we're just going to go crazy with it, see what happens. Maybe a new super team's created. Maybe the Orioles go out and sign Mike Trout. Who knows what's going to happen, but I'm excited to see it. So let's see what we can do in this video. I hope you do enjoy it. Of course, if you do, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, in the comment section, if you could have like your team with an insane amount of money and they could sign any player that they wanted, who would you have on your team? Let me know your team and who you would have on them. I want to know down below. All right, so let's get into it. We're just gonna go straight into it. Like, I'll just pick a random team. I'm not gonna control them. We're not doing like a rebuild or anything. I just want to do like a little bit of an experiment. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, I guess I'm always the Cubs. Let's switch it up. Let's go 3, 2, 1, boom. We're gonna be Cleveland Indians today. So contracts off. It doesn't really matter. We'll go ignore budgets on, so like the teams can go crazy and sign whoever they want. And then, like I said, auto manage on everything. And regular season, let's get into it. So like I said, every top player is in free agency. And when I say top player, I mean like at least the majority of the starters, right? So some of the lower teams that have lower rated players kept the majority of their players. But as you can see, not a single 80 overall in the league right now. Like, I got rid of every single 80 overall player and I put them in free agency. So we've gone through the whole league. There they are. No 80 overalls on a single team. And then when you go to free agency, we've got a plethora of players here. Every top guy you can imagine, plus a couple lower rated players as well. But here we are. Every, like, Vlad, you got Javi, Garrett Cole's there, just a bunch of players. Obviously, some of these guys aren't going to get signed, which is a little bit of a disappointment, and some of them will drop in rating. But come the offseason, I have a feeling a lot of teams are going to go crazy and sign these players. So yeah, there they are. Like, we're gonna scroll for a while here. I mean, you can see every single 80 overall player. I guess I could have done it with just 90 overalls. What's the fun in that? Let's get everybody available. So like I said, let's just sim, and then we'll take it like maybe let's go to like June and see who gets signed, who gets picked up by teams, because I want to see where everybody goes. So here we go. Let's get to June and we'll see what happens. All right, we're in July right now, and I want to see the completed transactions. So some trades have happened. Any like prospects going certain directions? Like Miguel Sano got traded, but that's not a prospect. Dalton Varsho, Domingo Herman, Santander, Alfaro, Luis Castillo got traded. Okay. But that's not where we're here. No free agents have been signed. Really? What? What? Not a single free agent? I haven't touched any of the sliders, so everything we should be fine there, even though I don't think sliders affects the free agency signing frequency. I think it's just the trade frequency. But let's see if we get through July and like any player is signed, because I feel like what's going on here? Like, what, you know what I mean? We should have some sort of something. Okay, so transactions completed. Transactions. 2 players. Jacob deGrom was signed on a 1-year deal, and Corbin Burns. That was it. Out of the entire free agency pool, those were the only 2 players that were signed. All right, so I guess we just need to get to the offseason and see what happens. It does suck that like budget, like anybody can sign anybody. The budgets are open. Ignore budgets is on. We can go crazy. I mean, like, I could get involved, but that's not fun. I don't want to go out there and just create a super team. So I guess we just wait until free agency and see what happens. So I guess I could see if like any big name. So like deGrom with the Yankees looks kind of weird, not gonna lie. Corbin Burns. But yeah, that was it. Those were the only 2 signings that were. Oh, Acuna got signed, and Craig Kimbrell. Okay. Oh wait, no. Some smaller names did get signed. I'm noticing that. Okay, so Kimbrell got signed, Acuna got signed. Anybody else? I don't think that's. Oh, Salvi got signed by the Royals. Okay, so he got brought back. I think that might be it. Did I miss any other moves? I don't think so. Maybe Jordan Hicks. Is he under 80 to start with? I don't remember. But okay, Acuna joins his brother with the Rangers. Kimbrel also got signed. Okay, so a couple moves were made. A couple trades, it looks like, were made as well. But there we go. Let's see who the MVP was when there's like no crazy names or anything like that. So we've got, I don't care about that. So Franmil becomes your MVP with Ryan McBroom hitting 35 homers. Ryan Zimmerman wins it on the other side of the league. Cy Young went to David Peterson. Apparently, he's just really good if there's no good players in the league. Sam Hentges wins Cy Young. Batting title went to Solak and Andy Young. Ryan Harper, and then Ken Giles, who didn't allow a run apparently. Only 6 runs allowed in 70 innings. Woo, okay. Tyler McGill and Hentges, your rookies of the year. Interesting. Let's go take a look at league leaders. Do we have like anything crazy? 42 doubles, 40 doubles, 11 triples, 13 triples, 45 home runs, and 38. Okay. Some interesting stuff. So this is the bracket. Oof, maybe I need some water. My tongue feels like it's just sticking to the roof of my mouth right now. We've got Kansas City versus Tampa Bay. Interesting. The Rangers and the Indians in the wild card taking on the Mariners. Man, this is just like a completely new bracket going on for the postseason. So let's go see who wins the World Series really quick. And then let's get into the offseason and hopefully we get some big moves. The Royals defeat the Rockies. Oh, what a World Series. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to see what happens with this offseason. So let's get into it. Let's just see. Like, I mean, we've got all the big names waiting to get signed and picked up since they got a year off. They needed that recovery period. So yeah, let's do it. Liam Hendricks goes to the Brewers. Real Muto to the Reds. Grandal to, oh man, we're just gonna have nonstop notifications. Garrett Cole to the Mets. So DeGrom went to the Yankees for a season. Garrett Cole's joining the Mets. We got Bieber. I know DeGrom just got signed by the Rays as well. Bieber got signed. Tatis to the Dodgers on 8 years for $700K. Really? Arenado got a $19 million deal to join the Padres. Ooh, these are some big moves. All right, keep going. I want to see Trout to the Dodgers with Tatis. So are the Dodgers just going to have a super team again? Like, is that just what's going to happen? Kevin Gausman goes back to the Giants. Zunino. Machado back to the Orioles. Oh, okay. Semien to the Brewers. Let's see. I don't care about trades. Altuve to the Rockies. That's an interesting one. Turner to the Marlins. Freddie Freeman to the Angels. Harper to the Indians. Gene Segura to the Orioles. Stanton with the Indians. Okay. Let's keep going. Kershaw joins the Red Sox. That's an interesting one. The Indians get Mookie Betts too. Jose Ramirez to the, this is like a good mix, like getting sent all over the place, you know, like it doesn't really seem like there's a team that's getting some like crazy amount of players. Like Walker Buehler to the Orioles on a $580,000 contract. That's wild to me. Freddie Peralta. Okay, maybe are the Orioles making moves now? Buster Posey, Woodruff, Tyler O'Neill to the Dodgers. So it looks like a lot of small time deals are getting made here. Buxton to the Mets. Juan Soto to the Marlins on a super cheap deal. Same with Aaron Judge to the Angels. Okay. Man, there's a lot of moves. Shohei with the Padres. Okay. What else we got going on here? Vladdy to the Tigers. Ooh, okay. Let's see who's still available in free agency. Some pretty good players. Definitely. I mean, like, look at, we've got Matt Olson, Tim Anderson, Grisham, Brian Reynolds is there, George Springer, Chris Bryant. Yeah, there's still some really good players that I know a lot of them aren't going to get signed, but let's see what happens. Matt Olson goes to the Braves, and that might be it. So let's get to the regular season, and let's go check out these new lineups that have happened. Okay, so the Orioles, we'll start at the top of the league. We got Machado, Teoscar, Castellanos, Ahmed Rosario, Gene Segura. Okay. Francisco Lindor chilling on the bench. Interesting. Well, a lot of players dropped in overall too, so there's that. We got the Red Sox. it's an okay squad. We also got to remember that some players did drop in overall because they sat in free agency for a full season. So that is a little bit of a bummer with MLB The Show and how it works. But it doesn't really look like we have a super team so far. The Cleveland Indians, I mean, whoa. Mookie Betts, Bryce Harper, Stanton, and Brian Reynolds. That's pretty good. The Tigers have Eloy, Vladdy, Tim Anderson, Torkelson is joined. Oh, obviously come up from the minors. Ozzy Albies as well. That's pretty good. We got Salvi, Luis Robert on the Royals. Anybody else got a crazy squad so far? Doesn't really look like it. Pollock, Freeman, Judge. Not bad. Trent Grisham to the Mariners with JP Crawford, Kelnick. Did I see Hoskins on the bench? Man, he dropped a lot from not playing last year. Okay, so far, nothing too crazy. That's a good little 3-4-5. Plus Brandon Lau and Wander and Akil Badu. Give this team like 3 years. Give this team 3 years and you're set. What do we got with the Braves? Matt Olson, Avisel Garcia. We got Trey Turner, Soto, Ramirez, Patrick Wisdom, Bichette. This Ramon Laureano on the bench. This team might be sneaky. This Marlins team. Ooh, okay. Yordan, Baez, Buxton, Colton Wong, Bregman on the bench. What is going on here? Okay, Barney Hayward looks like a pretty good prospect. But Key Bryan, Ketel Marte, Joey Gallo. Ooh. Okay, what else we got going on? Marte. Meh. Reds. Not bad. They have JT Realmuto on the bench. What is going on with some of these CPU controlled teams? Semien, you got Urias. Any other big moves going on? Trevor Story. Okay, I like that. The Pirates don't look terrible actually. I think you got like Arosa Reina, Tapia. I overhyped them. I overhyped them a little bit. So there's that. We've got the Diamondbacks. They look. They do have Moncada, who dropped down a lot. Geez, 76. Who else? Altuve with the Rockies, and then the Dodgers. Jeez. Okay. So they already had Lux, but they signed Correa, Trout, Tatis, Voit, O'Neal, and then Sano, Edwin Rios, Matt Chat. Oh my God. What? What is that? Okay, Cedric Mullins, Arenado, Stassi, Gurriel. Like, what? The Dodgers just super team no matter what? Like, they're just programmed that way? That is ridiculous. All right, let's go to the Orioles again. Orioles pitching staff's looking kind of nice. These three at the top, any big name, and then Matt Barnes. So their pitching looks pretty good. So does this. Burns, Kershaw, Barrios. That's pretty solid. Not bad there. Not great, but not bad. You go to the Rays, you've got DeGrom. That's not bad at all. Wheeler, Eovaldi. Okay, let's move a little quicker through these because I'm seeing like not like a lot of big names being signed with some of these teams. So if you guys want to pause it, go ahead. I feel like we covered the lineups a little bit too slow, so I don't want to keep you here for 49 hours while we go through lineups. So there we are. That's what we got going on so far. Darvish back on the Rangers. Okay. Ooh. This team. Ooh, okay. And they have like Acuna, Muncy, right? And a couple other guys. So the Rangers might be a sneaky team. The Marlins might be a sneaky team too. I know they had a pretty good offensive lineup. This pitching staff doesn't look bad. The Phillies. Ew, the Phillies are going to get rocked. You got the Nationals. We've got the Cubs. Next up with the Reds. I almost said the Rays. The Reds. The Brewers. Bieber, Sandoval, Mize, Manaya. It looks okay. Hendricks as a closer is a good addition though. We've got the Cardinals. A lot of bullpen arms there. Diamondbacks. The Rockies looks okay. Strasburg, Urias, and Bassett, not too bad. And then of course the Dodgers, which apparently they're just allowed to sign whoever they want whenever they want. I mean, I know the budgets is off so that they can sign whoever they want. Oops, I accidentally missed the Giants. The Giants have Woodruff, Gausman. Actually, that's not bad either. But what I was gonna say, I know budgets is off so players can sign whoever they want. But at the same time, I feel like, come on, the Dodgers, really? Do they need all that help? Come on, that's not fair. But you guys can see who's still available in free agency as well. But some good teams. I think the Indians have a kind of a sneaky little squad. Betts, Harper, Stanton, Brian Reynolds. I think the Marlins. We talked about obviously the Dodgers, but that's not too bad. Let's go see how this season plays out and maybe do one more year just to see if like any more changes happen, any crazy trades. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty interesting so far. All right, first big trade, we've got Albies getting traded to the Royals. Okay, not bad. And I feel like that's it. That was the only trade we're gonna see. What? That's wild. That's insane. So Cleveland, I thought we'd have a pretty good team here. Not ideal. It's not going great, but season's coming into an end, and we'll take a look and see who's our World Series winner, our Cy Young, our MVP, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the season. So you know what? Before we get to that, let's just close out the season. I feel like I probably should start doing it this way. Let's close out the season. That way we can see the MVP, the World Series, all the awards at the same time. So the Orioles defeated the Brewers. Oh, okay. The Orioles defeated the Brewers. So the Brewers beat the Dodgers. Okay. And the Marlins beat the Mets. We talked about the Marlins. I felt like they had a decent squad. So the Brewers beat the Marlins. And then we had the Orioles beating Toronto. Okay, so let's go take a look at, we already know what the Dodgers squad looks like. So let's go take a look at Brewers, Miami, Baltimore, Toronto. So Baltimore, you know what? I mean, it kind of is a nice team. It kind of is. Lindor on the bench. That's not a bad bench. And Goldschmidt on the bench. So we've got Toronto. Who else? All right, Toronto. I mean, was their pitching really good? I mean, I feel like, oh yeah, Baltimore did have the nasty pitching. That would be why. That does make sense. Yeah. This is a team that is definitely led by the pitching for sure. And then Toronto's Wheeler, Eovaldi. You know what? I mean, it's not great, but I feel like definitely better teams out there. And then let's go to Milwaukee. What do we got? Story, Urias, Chris Taylor, Semien. Again, nothing crazy, but like I could see why it did pretty well in franchise. And then Miami was the one that had Trey Turner, Juan Soto, Jose. Oh yeah, this team makes sense why it made it to the World Series, right? Like this, you see this and you go, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then Mize, Bieber, Sandoval, along with who was their closer, Liam Hendricks. And who does Miami have? Sixto, Soroka, McCullers. So this team also makes sense why they made it. And then we've already seen Baltimore versus Milwaukee. The Dodgers. What happened to the Dodgers? How are we not winning with, Trout, Tatis, and Correa? You know what I mean? Like this is a team that should be winning, and we're not seeing them win. So I'm not really worried about that. Let's go take a look at awards. Gold Glove went to Mookie Betts. That the World Series MVP was Paul Goldschmidt, and Gene Segura was the playoff MVP. DeGrom winning MVP just overall. Rendon was second, and Teoscar was third. On the other side of the league, Trout won. You see what I'm saying? The Dodgers had 3 MVP candidates on their team. 3 of them. And they didn't even come close to winning a World Series. Wow. Whoo. Tyler O'Neill have a season, 42 homers? Good God. Jeez. Cy Young went to Bieber along with DeGrom. We've got Teoscar and Cedric Mullins. Richard Rodriguez, even had the reliever of the year, the Dodgers did. And what? Absolutely insane. The Dodgers they didn't even make it past the NLDS. I don't understand that. Okay, so let's do one more year. We'll fly through the offseason a little bit more. We'll see if any other bigger names hit free agency or anything like that. So let's go through. Doesn't really look like it. I'm assuming most of the guys got signed up to long-term deals. I saw there was an offer on the table for a shortstop, Seager. So Seager's available. That's kind of the bigger name there. It looks like he got traded mid-season with the total under the team. So I think that might be most players got signed up to long-term deals, it looks like. So okay. So yeah, I think I think we might be good then. Let's go one more year, see maybe if like any trades happen like that. The Dodgers doing Dodgers things, making their team even better, acquiring Freddie Peralta from the World Series winning Orioles. It was the Orioles that won, right? Yeah, the Orioles won because Paul Goldschmidt was the MVP. So I'm not going to look at the rosters. I'm just going to fly through this season just to kind of get an idea if anything happens. Maybe a big trade will happen, like Freddie Peralta going to the Dodgers. But if nothing happens, we'll just go to the end of the year, see if like any new teams make the playoffs, and then we'll go from there. But I feel like the Orioles, we got a like kind of a super team with the Marlins, which is pretty cool. The Dodgers, of course, the Dodgers. But I feel like we got some pretty cool changes in the league compared to just the normal Dodgers are always good. All right, so Vladdy goes to the Giants. That's a big move. That's a big move for sure. As we're approaching the end of the season or the end of the trade deadline, Mondesi to the Giants as well, which I would never acquire Mondesi. Corbin Burns to the White Sox. Okay, so we're starting to see some things heating up, but I think that might be it. I think that's gonna be the last move for sure. Oh, Tim Anderson. So the Tigers are selling. Tigers have gone full sell at this point. Nicky Lopez to the Red Sox, but he was already on the Royals. The Brewers acquiring Joey Gallo. Ooh. Okay, so the Brewers were one of the teams that made the World Series. So Aaron Nola goes to the Indians, and that's it. Oh, Jack Flaherty to the Giants. The Giants are buying. Ooh, I kind of like that. All right, let's finish off the season. So the season's over, and we've got the Brewers again, the Dodgers again. Miami just snuck in the wild card. The Giants are in the wild card. Oakland, Cleveland, Texas, Minnesota, and Tampa Bay. All right, let's finish off the season. Who's winning the World Series? The Indians defeat the Dodgers won. That's boring. That's so boring. Come on. The Dodgers swept the Indians. So we know the Indians had a squad, right? Tim Anderson they acquired. Bohm they signed. So then we had Harper, Stanton, that was already here. Reynolds was here. Mookie Betts was here. They actually kind of have a super team. That's kind of nasty that they were able to get all these guys. Yeah. Pitching's not amazing, but it's pretty good, I would say. And then we know the Dodgers. What was Minnesota's team? What did they have? Their team's not fantastic. I'm not really, you know what I mean? Like it was good, but nothing crazy. They just had one of those teams that super consistent. That's what that looks like. And then we know Milwaukee, the Dodgers, any other teams. We know Miami's as well. I feel like, yeah, we kind of saw everything, unless the Dodgers went out and went crazier during the deadline and got somebody else. But no, the offense is still the same. Pitching wise, what do we got going on here? Pitching wise, it's like, okay, whatever. But man, that offense is just carrying that squad for sure. All right, let's go take a look at all these good things called the awards. MVP, at least we had a playoff MVP. But Mike Trout won the World Series MVP. Same thing with the postseason MVP. And then we had Mookie Betts. And we take a look at MVP DeGrom, back-to-back MVPs. Interesting. And then, of course, the Dodgers, dude. What the heck? Still 3 candidates for MVP? That's absolutely insane. Mike Trout, by the way, just casually raking. Absolutely insane. Cy Young, we got Freddie Peralta and DeGrom. Malik Smith winning the batting title along with Mike Trout. Liam Hendricks with the Brewers along with Craig Kimbrell winning reliever of the year. Kirilloff winning rookie of the year. And Alexander Vizcaino now with the Reds winning rookie of the year. All right. Interesting for sure. But I feel like the super teams, who were the super teams? I feel like we had the Orioles were decent for a season and then they kind of fell off. I feel like the Giants are slowly becoming kind of good. You know, Yelich, you've got Vladdy, maybe like Pete Alonso's on the bench. What's going on over there? The Padres, the Padres don't look too bad. Cedric Mullins, Seager, you've got Arenado. I feel like the Padres should have been better. Even their pitching. Look at their pitching. I feel like this should be a better team. Did they make the postseason? They didn't? How? Okay, let's get back to the Padres. The Dodgers, this is not fair. That's not fair. Like, this is, why? Why did they have to be good? Couldn't, like, we just have one video where the Dodgers just weren't good? That would have been nice. That would have been cool to have. But no. The Brewers, I feel like, became kind of a super team story. Marte, Semien, you know, their pitching was really good as well. What else do we have? I feel like that maybe the Marlins slowly became one. I feel like the Mets should have been a little bit better too. I know they made the postseason, but I feel like with these bats, they should have been a little bit better. But looking at their pitching, yeah, their pitching's kind of bad. They have Brad Hand. That kind of tells you everything. So, yikes. The Marlins were kind of nice. I feel like they should have been a little bit better. I know they made the postseason both years, but I feel like they should have done just a little bit better. And then finishing it out, I feel like we had, nope, not pitching. I don't want to see pitching. Let's go to the Marlins again, and then we'll finish it off here. So the Braves were meh. The Rangers are, I told you, the Rangers, give them a couple seasons. They'll be kind of nasty. I know they made the postseason, but like that's a scary first three. And then Muncy hits well too. And then of course that's it. I feel like we did kind of create a new super team though, for sure. Definitely some new teams were like this. This is scary. This is scary. So, whew. But the Dodgers, man, that's not fair. That was. Come on, MLB. Just make it so like we could have had like maybe the Rockies would have been the super team. The Indians though, that was cool. I like the Marlins, that was cool too. But the Dodgers, that's gross. So I hope you enjoyed this. The free agent crazy bonanza. I don't know what I'll title it, but you guys know what it is. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, in the comment section, let me know that one player you wish your team would sign and put in their team. That's about it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.